Moin Moin and welcome to Ralph's Photo Booth. Yeah, today I want to show you the Sony SLT-A99. That's a DSLR, but it's a special DSLR. The Sony has a mirror, but the mirror is fixed. So if you make a picture and press the shutter release, the mirror don't go up and down like in a normal DSLR, but it's fixed. So let's start with the main features of the camera. So here we have the a very nice lens. That's the size lens from 24 to 70 millimeter with a smallest aperture of f2.8, and this aperture goes through the whole focal length till 70 millimeters. So it's a very nice lens. It's a little bit expensive, but makes real nice pictures and the quality is very good. So on top of the camera we have the program dial, then we have the shutter release button, the on-off switch, the ISO button, the exposure correction button, white balance, the button to change the self-timer and picture speed, the button to change between the LCD finder and the monitor. Then we have a small button to light up the display. Here we have the stereo microphone for the video function and the shoe for the external flashlight. Then let's go to the back side of the camera. Here we have the menu button, then the movie button to start a video, the AF/MF switch, the auto exposure, then a 4-wheel mini joystick, function button, display button, a button to make the picture bigger. I'll show you later how this will work. The review button and autofocus range button. Also, I'll show you this. It's a very nice feature. Then we have a dial here and a dial at the shutter release button, and then we have a small dial with a button here. Also, this is very nice feature. I show you how this works if you work with the camera. So these are the main functions, and on the side we have SD card slots. The A99 has 2 slots. In the menu you can switch between the slots and can define which slot should take which picture, if one slot take JPEG and the other RAW, or one is backup for the other. So you can, I will show you in the menu what you can, between which settings you can change. And on the other side we have, you see here the GPS logo says that the A99 has a GPS built in. Then we have remote control for the remote control to for the camera. Then we have DC in, so if you want the power connection constantly on the camera. Then we have microphone and headphone. That's very nice, because if you want to make good videos, it's very nice to have a headphone too, not only a microphone. Most of the cameras have a microphone, but the A99 has on top a headphone adapter, so you can use your headphone and can control the sound very good. And then we have the HDMI and the USB connector. So the screen, the LCD screen on back of the camera, you can actually fold it out like this, or you can fold it out like this, and you can turn the screen so you're able to see yourself when you make movies or videos, and can control the picture if you make group pictures, and for the self-timer it's very nice. And for sure, for making pictures close to the bottom, you don't have to go down. You can look on the viewfinder from the top of the camera. You can put it a little bit out like this. So yeah, it's very nice. You can turn it. It's a very nice feature. The only thing I miss is a touchscreen. I would love to have this monitor as a touchscreen. This would be absolutely perfect for autofocus control, and unfortunately Sony doesn't do it as a touchscreen. So yeah, we have to deal with it. So let's turn the camera on. So here we are. We have the picture. You see in the middle, there is the autofocus field. That's the face detection autofocus, and the camera shows the different settings. Yeah, let's go to the menu before I explain you a little bit more about the fixed mirror and the camera. So the menu is like all the other Sony menus except for the Nex. The Nex has a special menu. It looks like a little bit other with small pictograms, and so the Nex has a special menu. So here we can change the image size. Let's go to the joystick. Image size, aspect ratio, quality, panorama size. If you use the panorama function, you can make a small or large panorama, and you can choose the direction. Then we have clear image zoom, digital zoom, long exposure noise reduction, high ISO noise reduction, sorry. Flash control for the external flash. By the way, the A99 has no built-in flash, so if you want to have a little bit shining in the eyes or something like that, even on daylight, you have to use an external flash, so there's no built-in flash. AF illuminator, that's the AF light if you want to focus in the darkness. So then we have steady shot. That means that is the Sony function for vibration reduction or image stabilizer. RF drive speed, you can change the different speeds. Color space, silent control. I'll show you how this will work. Then we have, sorry, a little bit too fast. Exposure step, priority setup, autofocus with shutter, and IL with shutter, memory. And then let's go to the movie part. You can change in the movie between two different file formats. MP4, that's the format if you have a computer with not so much power, or you want to cut the videos on a mobile device like iPad or something else like this. Therefore, the MP4 format is very good because it doesn't need so much power like AVCHD, because this is a very compressed format. So the computer should be a newer model, otherwise you get stuck and it's very, very angry. So record settings, you can go up to 50. You can go up to 50p. Even you have a 50i and 25p. 50p goes up to 28 megabits per second, and the quality is very good. It's really good quality. You can use the steady shot. AF tracking, you can change between different AF tracking speeds. So if the AF tracking should be very fast, go to high. Auto slow shutter, silent controller, that's the dial on the front of the camera. I'll show you later how this will work. Audio recording, wind noise, audio level display, so you can see the audio level in the screen. That's very nice, even for the external microphone. Yeah, and then you have the general settings, Finder LCD setting. You can change from manual to automatic. If you choose manual, you have to push the button here. If you use automatic, the camera will switch to the electronic viewfinder if you come close to this sensor here in front of the viewfinder. Release with no lens. So let's go a little bit faster. Grid line auto review. Here you can change the different settings for the displays in the monitor and the viewfinder. You can choose which display you want to see once you press the display button. So I show you how this will work. You press the button and it goes step by step through the different views of the viewfinder and the monitor. Okay, so you see you can mark it or not. So let's go back to the menu. So the same you can do for the viewfinder. AF range button, I show how this works. It's very nice for the autofocus system. Peaking level, you can switch on the peak color and the peaking level. So if you go manual focusing, you will see the outlines and you will see when the focus is perfect. It's a very nice control feature. You can set all the different buttons. Every button on the camera is individual. Can you individual setup? So it's very comfortable if you want special things on the button or you need special settings on the button. It's very comfortable. The movie button, we have the movie button here. You can change the movie button to always or to movie mode only. This is very helpful if you come to the movie button and you start a movie even if you don't want. So then you should switch it to the other option. Here you can change the control dials, lens compensation for shading, chromatic aberration and distortion, face registration if you want to have it. Here you can set up some replay things. You can put an index to the image, you can protect image, you can make a slideshow. Yeah, then we have the different slots for the SD card. Here you can choose if you want to have slot 1 or slot 2, and then you can set up how you want to set up the slots with, you see, raw JPEG and stuff like that. So you can set up the cards in a very individual, or the 2 card slots in a very individual way, how you like it. Then we have, sorry, wrong direction. This one, so then we have the time date setup, and last but not least, the main setup, where you can set the menu start, delete confirmation, LCD brightness, viewfinder brightness, the viewfinder color settings, GPS setting. You can not track the route you are going. It's only a GPS setting, says only on off, and if you want to set the time from the GPS system. So that's the only thing you're not able, like on the Canon 6D, to make route tracking with a GPS setting. Then you have power save, HDMI resolution. Yeah, these are the main settings. There's nothing unusual. Okay, and then the language, and that's it. So these are the main functions, or the main features of the menu. So let's go back to one feature, to very important feature. That's the mirror in the camera. The mirror here is a fixed mirror, so it's translucent. So the light comes through the lens, goes to the mirror, and most of the light goes to the to the sensor in the back of the camera, but a portion of the light goes up to the autofocus sensor, to the face detection sensor. This one is you see here a little bit. There's a small hole on top where the autofocus detection system sits. So if you press the shutter release, you see the mirror is still at the position. It will not go up and down. It's very good if you make a movie, or it's very good if you make pictures with high-speed picture, because the autofocus system works constantly. The autofocus system on the normal camera has a small time when the mirror goes up where it couldn't work because it becomes no information. The mirror goes up, the autofocus system is blind, so it can't work anymore. At the Sony SLT cameras, not only the A99, there are some more SLT cameras with the APS-C sensor. The autofocus system works constantly, and it works constantly also if you make a movie. So that's one of the reasons why the A99 is a very good DSLR to make movies, because the autofocus is very fast, and even objects which are come in to you or go away from you or go from left to the right side, or if you want to make a zoom, the A99 can focus very, very sharp and good on the point. So most of the DSLRs have a problem with the sharpness and the focus, because they only use a contrast autofocus when they are in movie mode or in live view mode. So the Alpha 99 is much better for video, and if you make pictures very fast, the autofocus tracks very good. So that's one of the most important and most interesting points of the SLT system of the Sony. So for the settings on the back side, you see we have here the autofocus fields, and you can change the field very easy by using the joystick, and so you can use the field. The problem is you only have this field for autofocus. On a normal DSLR, you also have in the live view the possibility to go to the contrast autofocus, and then you can use the whole field of the camera. That's not possible with the SLT camera. The SLT has only these face detection thing here in the middle, and that's all. There's no more thing you can change. So if you want to change the settings of the camera, you see we have the display button. I show you, if you press the display button, you every time get a different display. That's what you can set up in the menu, which displays you want to see. And here we go to the 3D level meter. See, it's very nice. 3D level meter. And if you want to change the settings very fast, you can go to this view and then just press the FN button, and here we are. We have a orange square, and the orange square shows you which setting you can change, or which setting you want to change. So if you go to the autofocus, you see you can change from autofocus single to autofocus automatic, autofocus continuous, and depth map assistant. That's what I show you later. And DMF is a combination of manual focusing and autofocusing. So here we are with manual autofocusing. So let's go back to the single. Just press the FN button again, and here we are. We have the orange square, and you can put the square on a point you want to change. If maybe you want to change the auto white balance, just go on the auto white balance, press the button, and oops, sorry, this was the wrong one. FN up, auto white balance, and here we are, and we have the different settings for the auto white balance. So that's a very easy way to change the different settings of the camera. Another way to change the settings is if you have this view, it's exactly the same. Press the FN button, you will see the orange square, and by just going with the orange square to the setting you want to change, like ISO, just press, and here we are. You can change the ISO even by turning the dials or by using the mini joystick. Press OK, and that's it. So that's very easy to change. Even so, you don't have to press the button. You can only go light up the point, and then you can turn the front dial of the camera, and you see you can change the settings much more faster. Go to the creative style and turn, and you will see here we are. You can change the styles. So that's the second way if you want to change it. You have not go into the point directly, just press the FN button, go to the point where you want to go, like you can go to the drive mode, just go up to the drive mode and then turn the front dial, and you will see here we are, we have the different drive modes, and that's it. So it's very easy to change. It's a very easy way to change the different settings of the camera, and it's very fast. Another very fast way is the button in front of the camera, this one here. See, here we are, this one, because it's not only a dial, but it's also a button to press. And if you press the button, it will come to a menu, and you see you can change it very easy by just turning the knob. So here we are, you can change the different settings like the autofocus system. If you press the button in front of the camera a little bit longer, you will get different settings you can change. So if you want to change the AF area, just go to the AF area, press the button again, and here we are at the different settings of the autofocus area. Press the button again, and that's it. Hold it longer, and you're back in the menu with the different settings. You want exposure compensation, press and turn the dial, and you see here we have the exposure compensation. So this is very nice feature, and if you're used to it, you can hold the camera like this, and just by putting the button and turn it, it's very easy to do, and it's very silent. So you can set up the different settings in a silent mode. You don't have to turn you hear these dials, you can hear, and this one is completely silent. So that's the reason why they made it, because you can set up the different things even in the video mode without making noise in the video, without that you hear the turning of the dials. Yeah, another nice feature is the AF range mode with the, just go to the, let's change the correction. So let's have a picture, nice picture. So if you go to the AF range, you press the AF range, and you see there is a scale from close to far, and here you can say which part of the range you want to get in the autofocus. So if you have a object very close to you, 0.5 meter to 1 meter, just go the setting like this, and then the camera only goes with the autofocus system in a range from 0.5 meter to 1 meter. So then the autofocus works much more faster. Even if it is fast, it works more faster, and it's very nice because if you make pictures outside for sport photography, and you know it's like more than 2 meters away, just go like this, and you see the camera is working. The autofocus of the camera is working from, it says 0.8. I think it's 1 meter or 2 meters to infinity. and so the autofocus works much more faster than in the normal mode. So that's a real nice feature. AF range. It works really nice. I've tried some different shootings with the AF range for macro or for close pictures or portraits or something like that, and the autofocus then is really fast. And here you see the autofocus fields. The autofocus fields show you where the autofocus fields hit the sharp point. So if you go back, like, I don't know how close I am, you see here we are, the autofocus shows how many points are in this autofocus range. You see there's the autofocus range here. You can use this also for depth of field control. If you want to see which parts in the depth of field, just go make this very close, and then you will see with the squares here, with the lightened up squares, which part of the pictures in these depths of field range you have chosen. Yeah, so that's a real nice feature, and it's very easy to handle. So let's see how the manual focus works. I change here to manual focus. So if you are in manual focus, you see we have here the red stripes, which say here, the red stripes, which say let's in focus. So if you press the AL button here, you see we can get magnifying. You see I can vary, you can go up to 11.7, and for sure you can move the focus point on a place ever you want. So you see here we are for the manual focus. So the manual focus works very easy, and it's very nice to manual focus. So I mean, a contrast autofocus would be nice, because then you could move the field for the autofocus on the whole screen. But the manual focus works so fast and so perfect on the point. I mean, that's okay. I think the manual focus is a real nice thing to make nice pictures with foreground, background. So yeah, it works. So another point is the program dial. Here in the program dial we have the normal program, we have aperture, shutter speed, manual, we have 3 different settings, customized settings, then we have the video mode, and then here we have the high speed mode with 10 pictures in a row. Then we have the panorama mode, the scene mode, and auto mode, where the camera does all the settings by itself. If you are in the scene mode, you see here is a small sprinter which says that's the scene mode for sport. So you can change between the different scene modes. You see here we go up to the scene selection, then turn, and you see macro, landscape, sunset, night scene. So yeah, again, it's very easy to change. It's always the same. Just press the display button so you get the different settings here. Press the FN button and then go to the point you want to change, and that's it. So it's very easy to change, and once you're used to the system and once you're used to the different settings and how it works, it's very easy. One word to the viewfinder. It's not an optical viewfinder, it's an electronical viewfinder, because you have the fixed mirror, and you have the sensor which takes the picture, and this picture which the sensor takes goes up to the electronic viewfinder. So you have a 100% picture. You see everything in the viewfinder. The viewfinder gives you a real nice and clear picture. You can see here. That's the view. That's the view through the viewfinder. And the viewfinder has about 2 million dots. So actually it looks almost like an optical viewfinder. I mean, it's not exactly the same like an optical viewfinder, but it's come very, very close to an optical viewfinder. And it has one very, very important point, a big advantage. If you use a camera with an optical viewfinder in a low light situation, at a certain point you won't see your motive very clear. I mean, you will see it, but it's not clear. Even if you use a lens with a big aperture, sometimes it's difficult. With the A99, the picture is lightened up in the viewfinder. It's a little bit noisy, okay, it's not the clear, crisp picture like in daylight. It's a little bit noisy, but you will see it. You will see it even if it's not dark, but in real low light situations you will see a motive, and you will able to manual focus, and you will able to control the whole picture, the setting, and that's a real nice point of the electronic viewfinder. I like this point very, very much. It's one of my favorite of the electronic viewfinder, and even every setting is shown in the viewfinder. The 3D level meter is shown. I can change every setting with a camera in front of my eye. I don't have to go to the control monitor. I can do every setting in the electronic viewfinder. So I like the viewfinder very much. For me, it's a nice feature to have, and it comes real close to an optical viewfinder. Yeah, so these are the main features and main functions of the Sony SLT-A99. It's a little bit more expensive than the Canon 6D, also full frame camera, or the Nikon D600 full frame camera. The 24 megapixel like the D600, they are very good in low light low ISO situations. The picture is real good, clear, crisp, and very detailed. In high ISO, it's even good. It's I mean, the Canon 6D is a little bit better than the Sony, but it's a very good picture quality, and very detailed, nice colors. The A99 makes really nice colors. I think one of the best color reproductions I've ever seen in a DSLR. Yeah, so that's my review of the Sony SLT-A99, a real nice camera with lots of features, lots of things you can do with video mode and GPS, and equipped with all important stuff you need for a DSLR. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed my review of the Sony, and on my YouTube channels are lots more videos to see from other cameras, and so yeah, hope you see again. I hope I will see you again on my video channel, and till now, bye bye and moin moin.